You look in the mirror and you see someone older than you are. You feel tired in a way that sleep does not fix. You feel worn down. You feel exhausted. You feel like you have lived a life that is 10 or 20 or 30 years older than your actual age. And most people do not understand this. Most people think you are just being dramatic. Most people think you just need more sleep, or more exercise, or more self-care. Most people do not understand that you feel old because you have actually lived in a way that ages you. You have lived a life that is prematurely aging you from the inside out. The first reason you feel older than your age is that you have carried emotional weight that was not yours to carry. You have absorbed other people as pain. You have taken on other people as problems. You have made other people as emotions your responsibility. You have spent your energy managing other people as feelings instead of taking care of yourself. This is particularly common in people who grew up in families where they had to be the adult, people who had to take care of a parent, people who had to manage a sibling, people who had to be the emotional support for someone else, people who learned early that their needs did not matter and other people as needs were their responsibility. And this does something to you. It ages you. It wears you down. It creates a weight that you carry with you everywhere. You become responsible for things that are not your responsibility. You become burdened by things that should not be your burden. You become old before your time. Here is the part nobody tells you. The people who feel the oldest are often the people who have sacrificed the most. The people who have put other people's needs before their own. The people who have carried weight that was not theirs to carry. The people who have been over-responsible for other people's emotions and problems. The second reason you feel older than your age is that you have experienced trauma. Not necessarily big trauma, but the accumulated trauma of living in an unsafe environment. The trauma of never knowing when someone might hurt you. The trauma of having to be the trauma of never being able to relax. The trauma of never feeling safe. Trauma ages you. Living in a state of constant fear ages you. Living in a state of constant stress living in a state of constant vigilance ages you. Your nervous system never gets to rest. Your body never gets to relax. You are constantly activated, constantly on alert, constantly ready to protect yourself. And this wears you down faster than anything else. This creates premature aging. This makes you look and feel older than you actually are, because your nervous system is operating as if you are in constant danger. Your body is operating as if you are always under threat. The third reason you feel older than your age is that you have made too many difficult choices. You have had to choose between bad options. You have had to sacrifice important things. You have had to give up things that mattered to you. You have had to do things you did not want to do because you had no other choice. Each difficult choice ages you. Each sacrifice ages you. Each time you give up something that matters to you, it takes something out of you. Each time you have to do something against your will, it leaves a mark. And after enough difficult choices, after enough sacrifices, after enough giving up, you feel old. The fourth reason you feel older than your age is that you have not had a childhood. You grew up too fast. You had to be an adult too early. You did not get to be playful. You did not get to be carefree. You did not get to just be a kid. You had to skip right to the part where you are responsible and burdened and carrying weight. And this creates a specific kind of aging. It is not just physical. It is emotional. It is spiritual. It is a deep tiredness that comes from never having gotten to be young, never having gotten to rest, never having gotten to just exist without responsibility. Most people who feel older than their age grew up in families or situations where they had to grow up fast, where they had to be the adult, where they had to be responsible, where childhood was not an option. And that accelerates aging in a way that nothing else does. Here is the part nobody tells you. The people who were forced to grow up fast often spend their entire lives feeling tired, because they skipped the part where your body and mind are supposed to rest and recover and play. They skipped the part where you are supposed to develop a sense of safety and security. They went straight to being responsible and burdened. The fifth reason you feel older than your age is that you have had to survive things that should not happen to you. You have had to deal with loss too early. You have had to deal with betrayal. You have had to deal with abandonment. You have had to deal with pain that was too big for your age. And surviving these things changes you, it hardens you. It makes you question the world. It makes you question people. It makes you question whether it is safe to trust or hope or believe in anything good. It makes you old in a way that most people your age are not old. The sixth reason you feel older than your age is that you have been hypervigilant for too long. You have been watching for threats. You have been trying to predict what is going to happen. You have been trying to prevent bad things from occurring. You have been exhausting yourself trying to control an uncontrollable world, and hypervigilance ages you faster than almost anything else. Because you never get to rest. Because your nervous system never gets to downregulate. Because you are always braced for impact. Because you are always waiting for something bad to happen. And eventually, after years or decades of this, you become exhausted in a way that is bone deep. You become tired in a way that sleep cannot fix. You become old before your time because you have been living as if you were in danger your entire life. Here is where most people get uncomfortable. This is not about looking old. This is about the reality that your life experience has aged you. That the way you have had to live has taken years off your life. Not just in terms of longevity, but in terms of vitality and energy and aliveness. And most people do not want to acknowledge this. Most people want to believe that you can just bounce back, that you can just rest and recover and be fine, that a vacation or some self-care will fix it. But it is not that simple. Because you are not just tired from one thing. You are tired from a lifetime of things. You are tired from carrying weight that was not yours to carry. You are tired from living in a state of fear. You are tired from making difficult choices. You are tired from never getting to be young. You are tired from surviving things that should not happen to you. You are tired from being hypervigilant for too long. And all of that accumulates. All of that adds up. All of that makes you old in a way that is not just physical, but deeply psychological and spiritual. So what can actually change this? What can actually make you feel young again? The first thing is that you have to stop carrying weight that is not yours to carry. You have to set boundaries around other people's emotions and problems. You have to learn that their feelings are not your responsibility. You have to learn that you cannot manage other people's pain for them. You have to learn to take care of yourself. The second thing is that you have to work on your trauma. You have to find a way to process the things that happen to you. You have to help your nervous system realize that you are safe now. You have to learn that the threat is over. You have to learn to down-regulate. The third thing is that you have to give yourself permission to grieve. You have to grieve the childhood you did not get. You have to grieve the innocence you lost. You have to grieve the safety you never had. You have to let yourself feel sad about what was taken from you. The fourth thing is that you have to learn to rest. Not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You have to learn that it is okay to not be productive. You have to learn that it is okay to not be responsible. You have to learn that rest is not laziness. Rest is healing. The fifth thing is that you have to learn to play. You have to learn to be playful. You have to learn to not take everything so seriously. You have to learn to do things just for fun, not because they are productive or useful or necessary. You have to reclaim some of the lightness that you lost. Most people do not do any of these things. Most people just keep going. Most people keep being responsible. Most people keep carrying weight. Most people keep being hypervigilant. Most people just accept that they feel old and move on. But you know now. You know that feeling older than your age is not random. You know that it is a direct result of how you have lived your life. You know that if you have lived a life of carrying weight and trauma and responsibility, you are going to feel old. You know that if you have lived a life of fear and hypervigilance, you are going to feel exhausted. And you know that the only way to change how you feel is to change how you live. You have to stop carrying weight that is not yours. You have to process your trauma. You have to grieve what was taken from you. You have to learn to rest. You have to learn to play. This is not easy. This is actually really hard, because stopping carrying weight means people might get upset with you. Processing trauma means reliving painful things. Grieving means feeling sad. Learning to rest means feeling guilty. Learning to play means feeling vulnerable. But the alternative is to keep feeling old, to keep being exhausted, to keep moving through life as if you are carrying invisible weight, to keep being worn down by things that are not even your responsibility. So the question becomes, are you going to keep living the way you have been living and keep feeling older than your age? Or are you actually going to do the hard work of changing your life so that you can feel young again? Because you do not have to feel this old. You do not have to be this exhausted. You do not have to keep carrying weight that is not yours. You do not have to keep living as if you are in danger. You can change this, but only if you are willing to actually change how you live.